Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft on the Block. This is the Krafters FTB showcase server, or at least that's the working title. And we'll see, we're not sure exactly what it's going to evolve into, but you guys have either been with us or you haven't, so I'll catch you up a little bit if you haven't, and if you have, we're going to jump right in. I've done a lot of pre-work today getting parts in place. I got myself an electric jetpack, an electric wrench, which I actually wanted to show you. When you're on super hard mode, or just hard mode, whatever they call it, it requires steel. There's no alternative. So steel just to make an electric wrench, which is cool, I think. I also, you can see I got a couple of additional things. I got an extractor because I was sick of wasting my sticky resin. And I got an electric furnace just so I could have a couple of different things going. I actually had the geothermal generator up here, but I'm going to use it for our new project, which is going to be a miner. So right now, that's what we're going to do, is we're going to work on the miner. So I think I have all the pieces, although that's always famous last words. So we need a couple of things. So I made a few things for preparation here. I made this OV scanner, which is going to allow, so if you use a regular miner, it will mine in, what is it, well, just straight down, a 1 by 1. It'll just go straight down into the earth. If you put an OD scanner, an ore density scanner on it, it will increase that to a 5 by 5 area. If you put the OV scanner, which is, I don't know what OV stands for, ore value, I guess, ore value scanner, it will increase it to a 9 by 9. So we definitely want that. So we got the OV scanner. And we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need the miner, and we're going to need the drill, the mining drill. So we'll get that ready too. I didn't make the parts for that, though. I just realized. So, okay, so the miner's easy. Just a couple of electronic circuits, a machine block, and some mining pipe. I guess the mining pipe is worth looking at. That is either steel or refined iron with a tree tap, and you get 8 of them no matter what. So I've been using refined iron, although steel might be a better option because I'm running low on refined iron. In fact, let's do this. Let's get some refined iron going because we're going to need it anyway. There we go. All right, and let's sleep. Why don't we? So a couple of things I want to look at today as well. So you can see right there, actually, I set up my new sorting system, and it's actually working quite well. I have, the problem is that it's kind of a pain because I have, cobblestone here, and if I have an additional type of cobblestone or something, I'm going to have to go here. But this one's full because this is reserved for additional types of ingots. This one is reserved for additional types of stones or crystals or whatever. And I've run out of sorting paths. This one is reserved for additional types of ores, which will, right now they're going into the yellow chest, but they'll eventually get processed. I don't want to spend too much time because this is not going to be my main base, although I want it to be my nice little workshop where I can come and feel like I know what I'm doing and everything is organized. So what I did here is I ran the black default route into this, right? And then this one processes things that this one couldn't handle. So anything that isn't in here is going to go into the black route, which is over here, and then it'll get color-coded and processed here, or it'll get sent out, whatever this is. And this is the default no-color route. The problem with that is it doesn't seem to be working, and I'm not sure why. My default route just cycles back through. I think it's because this is the closest. I don't know. It's weird. It shouldn't even be allowed to go here. It's weird. I think this is I don't know. Anyway, but if I want to expand it, I got to put another one right here, actually right here, because I have to be able to put a pipe in between that I can color for the default route. So I'd have to put one right here, which wouldn't be a big deal, but there's a better option, the manager, which I believe is what I want to go with, but we'll look at that later. Okay, so the miner. Let's see if I can remember without looking. Chances are not good. I think I made the pieces I need. So there's a miner. Okay. We also need a pump because we want to be able to capture liquids that we get, and then we'll resupply it with lava or whatever. So this one should be easy enough. Cells, pipes, yeah. So pipe here. Let's see. Yeah. Cells. Something like that, and then a tree tap. There we go. There's our pump. So we got a pump and a miner, an OV scanner. I went ahead and made a geothermal generator, an MFE, and an LV transformer because you guys have seen that before. The one thing I do need is a little more wire. Oh, and I don't even have enough copper. So we're just going to have to do with what we have, which I guess we could take. Well, that's very lossless. I think 3 should be enough for us to start with. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we need more pipe. Let's go ahead and get our refined iron here. What is that? That's that laser. That's a graphical glitch if I ever saw one. There's some more iron. Okay. Now we need the pipe, which is this, which is refined iron and a tree tap. So we can do that. We're going to need a couple of those, I think. So let's go ahead, because we want to basically get, well, we probably want like 100 and something because we're going to be up on top of that hill. So, where's it at? Let's see if we have enough. We only get 8 per recipe. Didn't I get that other tree tap? I guess I didn't. Oh yeah, I did. It's right there. Okay, there's 16 of them, so we've got 28. All right, let me go ahead and make a few more of these. I'll be right back. All right, guys, as usual, had to do a little bit more work than I thought, but got there now. So let's see. We're going to make the drill. That's the final piece of the puzzle, a mining drill. We just need a circuit board and a battery, which I got, and then steel. So I think we're good on that. We have exactly enough, pretty much everything. Circuit board, battery, steel. And there's our mining drill. Okay. So down to 2 pieces of copper cable. It should be enough to get us. So I got the miner, the pump, the MFE, the LV transformer. Got a chest. Got some lava. Got our mining pipes, the scanner. I think we got everything. So now I just need to get this thing back. There we go. And might as well go ahead and charge this thing while we're here. There we go. We're going to want to upgrade this system pretty quick, but I just wanted something to get us going. All right. So, in theory, what time of the day is it? Seems to be all right. Okay, let's go. I'll show you where I have picked out for this. I chopped down a tree to kind of mark, well, I needed some wood, but I figured it would also kind of help me mark where I wanted to do this. Problem is I probably won't remember where it was. I think it was right here. All right, so a 9 by 9 is what it's going to do. Oh, what I should have also done is brought cobble, so it would fill itself in. But I think you can actually do that when it retracts. So let's say we wanted wanted our mine to be right there. I'm always nervous up here. I should at least light this place up a little bit, I think. Not light it on fire, just light it up. All right, let's see. All right, hopefully that's good enough. Now, it's been a while since I've done this, so you're going to have to bear with me. I believe what we want to do is have the miner right there, have a pump right next to it, have a chest right next to that, have an LV transformer, now I don't know if both those have to be powered, but I'm going to assume they do. So let's do this. Well, actually, this will be perfect. Put the LV transformer right there. I believe we want that to be the input. Is that right? That seems right. Except for, I think that's right. And then MFE right here. There we go. And then I think the that's not what I wanted at all. that thing right there. And I don't think we're going to blow anything up. Nice, those have power. Okay, that'll work. So the next step is to put our drill. We want to put our scanner in there, our drill in there, and our mining bits in there. And then these have to fill up, which I could have done, but I have to. This one takes an MFE to fill up for sure, so wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. So once those charge, we should see things. So there's our pump, and it's already got water, which is interesting. Huh. Oh, I didn't bring my canisters. I need to do that. And I'm going to need another chest. Let me go do that real quick. All right. And it's waiting for us because it ran out of juice. So let's do this. Chest there. I think they will just use the adjacent chests. I don't know that for sure. So everything looks good. We need to put the cells in here. Or, yeah, the cells in there. That seems right. Doesn't seem to actually be doing what I thought it would do, though. Let's see. Might need to pump stuff out of that. Let's put a few canisters in there. Should get things going. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, well, we'll have to work on that. But this, there we go. It's using those. And there we go. It's putting the dirt in. So this at least works. This, surprisingly, I don't know why it has water in it to start with. Let me check that. Alright guys, I'm back. This is supposed to work as far as I can tell. It's something weird going on, it seems like. But this is working. So it's making its way down 9 by 9, and so far it's got nothing. So maybe it was a bad idea to start up this high. Let's see. Probably need to give it some more power. Let's see here. Yeah. So we need to keep it powered, and hopefully my thought was that the lava would continue to help us with that. But let's do this. I'm just curious if we pick that thing up and put it back down, if that would help us at all. I don't know why it's filled with water to start with. It's filling right back up with water. There must be water right below it somewhere. And it got, I mean, it filled up right away. Huh. Anyway, there we go. Starting to get some coal and whatnot. So, let me let this thing roll for a few minutes, and we'll see where it gets, and we'll be right back. Majestic, isn't it? Alright guys, those of you that know what's going on probably were yelling at the screen telling me that this is not water. This is just means that the pump is pressurized and ready to accept liquids. So, in theory, it is going to start using these cells up when it actually finds something. It looks like water, but it's just that thing pressurizing, which I think is interesting. So this is still running. I actually was off. I went offline to do this, so it hasn't been going very long. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm going to go ahead and keep this thing going, do a couple of other things while I'm waiting, and I'll be back and show you guys what's going on. But anyway, I wanted to tell you that, so just to give you a quick look so I don't get blown up. You can see it's going down, pulling all of its stuff up. The mining head is right there. It's mining 9 by 9, and it will get us hopefully a lot of goodies. So I'll be back in a few minutes. No, really, majestic. I guess a couple of things I wanted to say. This isn't anywhere near done. I went and made a few more mining pipes just to kind of keep it going, but we're probably down around, I think I had like 28 plus 8. So I had 36 of them plus the 64, so I had, does that sound right? So I had just over 100. I need to make a few more because I'm at 118 here, so to get all the way down, I'm going to make a few more. I'll go do that. But what I wanted to mention, two things. One, I am using the default texture pack, and I did that because of all the problems I was having with the sorting machine. Also, the sorting machine, I just mentioned using the manager. I went and did some research, and the manager does what I had said it did originally, which is just kind of create a network. It almost will give you sort of like a logistics pipes network where you can specify what you want to keep in each chest at all times, and it will just make sure that everything, the network satisfies it based on priorities. So I'll deal with that stuff later, but I think I am going to have to create another sorting machine, so we'll do that as well. So anyway, I just wanted to show you we're getting, cobble and dirt and apatite and coal so far. So maybe starting up here wasn't the best idea. We could just move the whole system if we need to another place. But for now, I'm just going to let it go and see. I was hoping that I would get some of the ores that were maybe only available at the higher levels, but it might be that it's really only worth doing this from like 60 something down. So what we might do is set up our miners inside of our mine somewhere just so they're safer. I built these walls just so I didn't have to worry about creeper situations. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys those two pieces of information. I will switch back to the texture pack once it gets updated. I went and got an updated version of BD Craft for Red Power, and the interfaces were still off, like the sorting machine interfaces. And since I've been doing so much work with that, it just wasn't worth it. So anyway, I will be back. Just dawned on me that I think I forgot to show you guys my new basement. So I went ahead and made the blast furnace and coke oven, since you guys have already seen that, but I wanted to just show you this is the mezzanine level for all of this. And I just used, the blocks that we're used to. I even used some like half slab or some dirt covers, so you can do the same little thin blocks out of dirt, which is kind of nice. Makes things a lot more compact. Got some coal coke going and some steel. So wanted to show you that. I'll probably get a little bit more steel going here. Might as well just throw this in there. Might as well get 10 more of those going. There we go. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. I'm still waiting on the miner. It's getting a lot. I've got a little over a stack of coal, so it's paying off in coal, but we'll let it go. I'll be back. All right, guys, another quick update. As I actually went ahead and dug down there just to see where it was and how far I was going to get, and I was down at about 63, and I had about 60 of these left, so it'll get down to around 3. I might go get one more stack full of these, but or another 8 of them, so that should get me good from this point. I don't know. It is definitely working. It's starting to pay off. So we got some iron, copper, and tin. I actually found some copper just outside. It was funny because I wasn't sure that it was actually getting copper. I went down and I found copper right outside of its radius because it only goes 4 in every direction from the miner head. So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I found copper right here. So that's always a little frustrating. So don't dig down unless you're prepared to be frustrated. But anyway, so yeah, a couple of things that I found out as well. So it's going, it's doing its thing. We're getting, a fair amount of coal. So it seems to be getting coal at the higher levels. When it passes through somewhere between like 60 and 40, I think you start to hit the 10, and there we go. So we got some more tin and some iron and some copper. We got a little bit more copper, I think. So you get some of the apatite and this stuff up at the higher levels, and then you start getting this. It'll be interesting to see, because if you don't sort your chest, you should be able to kind of see like the progression, copper and these things right at the same level, and then as you get lower, the diamonds would be down here or wherever. So that's an interesting little piece of information. But what I wanted to show you was I was trying to figure out how to get titanium, and I thought I remembered last time titanium coming from like aluminum and just like the regular industrial centrifuge process. That is no longer true. Now you have to use bauxite dust, I believe. Let's take a look at this. It's titanium and aluminum is bauxite. You can see TiAl, right? So it's titanium, aluminum. And that is used in the industrial electrolyzer to get tiny piles of titanium, which then you need 4 of those to get a piece of titanium. And we need 2 pieces of titanium to get our diamond drill. So what we're going to want to do... Oh, that's interesting. This back... Does that always do that? If I go to aluminum and then go back? No. Okay, I don't know what was going on. But anyway. So we need an industrial electrolyzer. We'll get our aluminum and titanium out of that, because this will normally just give you aluminum. So we will need at least 48 of these and 32 empty cells, and we will get all of this, and we will start our process of figuring out the kind of things that we want to automate, right? So what I'm really trying to do is get enough resources to start my processing plant back up. And in this case, we're going to use an industrial electrolyzer instead of the industrial centrifuge to get some of this material. It's the same concept though, right? These things will output into this. We'll take those out and put them into a extractor, and then we'll cycle the cells back in, do all that stuff, and keep it as automated as possible. So we're going to get there, but I want to get power sources, machines, and a build kind of idea. I don't think I'm going to replicate my same factory as last time, or my same structure for the new processing plant. But anyway, so I'm just battling on, but we're going to work on getting here. I think what I might do is just kind of start, well, let's just show the electrolyzer. So the industrial electrolyzer is down here. It requires an extractor, an electrolyzer, 2 advanced circuits, and some steel and refined iron. Oh no, that's a magnetizer. I don't even know what that is. A machine block with iron fence, and that is refined iron or steel. So that actually is going to take a little doing to get one of these, but we'll do it pretty quick. And then we're going to need to get some solar or some sort of power generation down there. I'd like to get advanced solar as soon as possible, which does mean I'm going to need the industrial centrifuge so I can get the silicon cells, right? So silicon cell is industrial centrifuge with redstone. It's the same as before. The difference is that now ruby dust does not produce the same thing it used to produce. It gives you... An electrolyzer is now what you use. You don't even use a centrifuge for that, I don't think. And you get aluminum and chrome. So anyway, similar sort of idea. We're going to need a centrifuge and an electrolyzer in a lot of cases. So, and macerators and all that. So anyway, we're doing well. Let's see, got a little bit more tin. Got a sapphire that time. So yeah, let me do a little bit. I think, let me check on the time. We're probably about out of time, so I'll probably just call this video. Hold on. Even more majestic at night. All right, guys, back. It looks like we timed it just about right. We had 17 pipes left when we stopped digging. That's probably because we're in lava. Let's see. In fact, hold on just a sec. I just went and grabbed some more cells. My guess is that we filled all those cells, and that's why it is stopped. Not that it actually hit the bottom. I'm pretty sure it needs more cells. Let's see if that's true or not. Or it could be that we're at the bottom, because we should be very close. So these all got filled. It's not doing anything. Doesn't seem like we're... Oh, there we go. Yeah, it filled another one, so it's definitely doing it. So it should probably go another, I'm guessing another maybe 10 levels. But what did we get? We hit some tungsten. We got some tin, some copper. We did not get any bauxite, which is interesting to me. So I actually went mining. Let me show you what I got. So all the stuff you see in here, cinnabar, and I had a bunch of cobblestone and whatnot. But what's interesting is I got 18 diamonds, pretty good haul, 23 gold, some iron. I did find one vein of bauxite that gave me 17 ore, and I did not have a single bauxite this whole time, and I didn't really realize it. And then I found this, and I realized that I was actually low on bauxite. I was kind of concerned. I found it like way down at the bottom. Yeah, so I found it. Probably around like 5 or 6, level 5 or 6. So we got some of that. We got tungsten, which will be useful coming up. Some sapphires, and I thought I got some rubies, but I guess not. Anyway, a lot of diamonds, some ferrous, which I believe is nickel, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what that says. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yeah, ferrous. Nickel. And yeah, so pretty decent haul. I just went and did some mining. What I'm really liking is that you kind of have to do a couple of different types of mining. You have to really vary your approaches to mining to get everything you need. You either need to have, mines, branch mines at all the different levels, because it seems like you hit the ores at pretty distinctly different levels. Or you have to, what's this thing doing? It's going to pull all that lava, and then it's not even going to, I'm going to need more of these. That's okay, though. That's good. I want to see if I don't think you can put cans or anything. I think it has to be cells, so I'll take some of my my 10 here and go make some more cells. But anyway, yeah, we didn't hit any diamonds or anything on this one, but this is pretty decent because I'm not really hurting for diamonds or redstone or any of that stuff. What I need is the copper and the iron and the tin and all that. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm not sure if this is even worth leaving it go down any deeper, if I need to go get more cells or not, because those are definitely useful. We will use those for producing power, but this thing is right down at the bottom of its power range. I feel like maybe just moving it. I might like go down there and manually mine the rest of it, see if there's actually anything interesting down there. But yeah, so anyway, that's where we're at. So I think this is a good approach. Like I said, I'm really happy. It's like the balance is getting closer on, I feel like I'm kind of like anxious about finding certain ores. I mean, now copper and tin, and I mean, tin isn't even my biggest problem because the other things are slowing me down. So, and then on top of that, having to get like, this thing will go 4 times faster, this pump, when we get a diamond drill. And so to get that, I have to get the titanium, which means I have to get a bunch of bauxite. So I think I have enough bauxite to get the first bit of titanium. And I feel like I'm going to use, since I can get diamond pickaxes to do my regular mining, I think I'm going to go ahead and use, let's put a piece of cinnabar ore right there, just so we don't get a creeper dropping in on us. I think I'm going to go ahead and use my diamonds to make pickaxes and mine with those and get the diamond drill and put it in this thing, and at least until I can get my operation really flowing. Because what I would like to do is get this kind of, maybe two setups and have it mining and just kind of move it around. It's a little tough in the jungle. So I might actually do it underground. I think it might be easier because it's just hard to set up in the jungle with all the jungle's just hard to navigate. So, yep, there we go. We need a little bit more power, and I think it's actually done doing its thing. So I don't think it's going to go down any further until I get more cells. Anyway, all right, guys. So that's perfect. I think what we'll do is we'll call it here, and yeah, we're doing well. I think we're well on our way. So we got a beautiful area for sure. I'm kind of falling back in love with the default texture pack a little bit. It's funny because at first I was like, oh, this is horrible. I can't even play like this. And then after a while, you kind of start to appreciate it again. So yeah, let me let's call it here. I'll prepare the I'm going to get another sorting machine going, and next time I should have my sorting fully in place. We'll probably move this. I'll let you know if anything else happens. I think we're down around like 15 right now, maybe even lower. So we're not going to get too much lower without, and maybe we'll find some diamonds, but we're not that hard up for diamonds. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate the feedback. I've been getting a lot of feedback. I'm really happy with the positive feedback. I am going to stay, barring world gen issues to where we have to move or have to change worlds, I would just as soon regen a world as I would just move, because there's not, depending on how far along you are. But what I'm hoping is that we're not going to have to do that, and that we can give, at least a 6-month stretch, get 100 videos or something out of this world and really see it grow and develop. And I just want you guys to know that that is my goal. I know a lot of people are concerned because I'm always changing and starting over. Well, I'm not really wanting to this time. And I didn't really want to last time. It was just necessary. So anyway, that's where we're at. But I really do enjoy the comments. I will respond to everyone. Follow me on Twitter, MinecraftOTB, and comment there as well. I really respond to those pretty much immediately as well. So thank you guys for watching. Tell your friends, and we'll talk to you next time.